Ah, I'm back. Unfortunately, I got sinbinned, so I guess it's time to go live again. No, I didn't actually realize YouTube would shut you off like that, but I guess I know now. I don't think it's a big deal. Anyway, let us continue our journey into the great unknown. I'll just make sure my stream's healthy. Yep, everything's fine. Yep, alright, we're here. Nice. Hello everybody. We're nearly at the end of our coding journey. So, where are we at so far? Well, we have our application. I think from memory we are meant to... Okay. My brain is a little bit blasted from doing all this coding, so you will have to bear with me just a skosh. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with this data.json. I think in the final application, I'm probably going to get the user to make it for me. And the user is going to store it in app local data when they do the application setup. So which means I can cheat and put this in my app local data as is. Or I can just use a known system directory. So let's do that. Because I think that's easy, and this is a problem I don't care about. So instead of my .m file, I'm going to go to there and I'm going to put data.json in my documents folder. Okay, it's in there. Data. Commander data. Commander data. It's time. Alright. This is a little bit distracting. I think it's fine. Okay. Whatever. My KBPS is up. My live says 3 minutes. I'm happy. Lieutenant Commander data. And now you're going to be that file. And then I'm going to go system text JSON deserializer. That's chosen deserialize in C#. System text JSON. I have a new weather forecast and I want to do serialize. So it's JSON serializer. Is this the right interface? Yeah, let's look for deserialize. I'm going to deserialize. I've got my JSON string there. Deserialize a weather forecast from JSON string. Okay, looks exactly like Newtonsoft. Good. Now let's deserialize out a VTuber data model. Yeah, that should be fine. Could not find file uses Shortington documents data.json. Could you not? It's right there. C drive uses Shortington documents data.json. We can find .m file. Weird. Well, oh, of course. Actually, is it double backslash? Oh dear. Too much web programming. I can get my .m file. Why can't I get my data.json? I'll try again. I'll have to see if it works again. Because that should work. It's such a silly problem. No, doesn't like it. No? Directory info. What could be here? Parent root Unix inf.children inf.list enumerate directories. Returns enumerable collection of directory information in the current directory. Enumerate files. What are in the files? Results view. Data JSON. Image, desktop any. PDFs. Copy. Alright, there we go. Hello, welcome to the stream. Pleased to see you. I hope you're doing well. I had a bit of a hiccup just before. I got bonked. I was listening to classical guitar and I didn't realize it was copyrighted. Oh, there we go. So tell me, strange viewer, what brings you to my stream? Name, search handle tags. You're gonna be a list of them, aren't you? Can I do that? A list. Of course. Okay. Oh, is the issue that there's a comma there? There's a comma instead of a full stop. Oh dear. I must be tired. Yeah, so I think the issue would be that the data structure is wrong. If I'm gonna make the data structure like this, that should just work. Save as docs. All files. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Like 10 VTubers. Nice. I grow closer. Okay. Now, on Navigator 2, what I want to do is, hello, welcome to the stream, pleased to see you. I hope you're safe and well. I've got my VTuber data model. I've got my data.json. Got my app data. Now all I need to do is go through here and do a search. So I'm effectively going to be grabbing I'll do it on the fetch callback first, because I have to figure out what to do a little bit later. What I want to do is I want to do app data, then reach VTuber VTuber I want to construct a list of search tags. Yes. If VTuber tags contains search tag, tags add the VTuber's search handle. Yeah. And then for each handle, handles. If it is by handle. For each H. Meaning handle is no longer used. Oh, hello. Matty, George, how are you? Good to see you, good to see you. I think YouTube might be a little bit slow because I'm not I can't see who's watching necessarily. What I'm doing is I'm actually fixing, well, fixing is a very broad sense of the word. I'm fixing Google's YouTube search page. So the issue is, if you go to a YouTube homepage, it kind of sucks. Because if you're a VTuber fan like me, well, I want my homepage to be full of cute VTubers. And what it's full of is some nonsense. Some nonsense that's not VTubers. In fact, out of the top 10 results, only 2 of them are VTubers. And this, I feel, is unacceptable. The ad hoc solution to this would be the subscription feed, of course. But the subscription feed has problems too, because in the subscription feed, you get things like 𝐒𝐥𝐢𝐚𝐥 here has scheduled a stream for tomorrow. Oh, for later today, sorry. And I'd rather not have to scroll down to find streams that I might want to watch in the future. So, like, the subscription feed, like, it's just not good. I think there's a way to do subscription feed a little bit better. How do I learn how to code? Well, I mean, I'm demonstrating how I learn how to code because I don't necessarily know how to code like any particular thing. But what I do is I get a problem and I try and solve the problem using code. And that eventually leads me to where I am now. Luckily, I'm doing a video series of me coding, and I've been a software developer for many, many years. So if you want to learn how to code, just watch me, watch tutorials, and always be learning, always be reading. I think the most important thing about learning how to code is reading. A lot of software development is all about reading all of the text on the screen, figuring out exactly how it works. And of course I talk through my process as I go, so I'm here to help. I'm here to help junior developers in their journey, because I love helping. I am actually almost done with my problem though, so I'll show you where I'm up to in just a second. I'll do a whole application walkthrough in just a sec. Oh, thank you, George. It's very kind of you. You will have to forgive my slight sluggishness. It is 2 in the morning. I'm coding at the midnight hour. Okay, so I want to get ready by handle, and I'm passing in my handles, and I have a collection of videos. That's going to be a playlist item response. Oh, well, why don't I just do this then? I'll do it the dumb way. I don't want to clear it, so it's just not clear. What do? You make a video model. Okay, whatever. George, if coding was fun, they wouldn't have to pay me to do it. I code for a living, not for pleasure. There is something enjoyable about code, but you have to love the process, because if you don't love the process, this will bore you to tears. Let's just see if this works. Let's see if I can still do software development. Okay, so this is my application. Beautiful, right? Now, in the application, essentially I've got the current search tag up here. This is the page that you're at. And then you can use all of these different sort of tags to say what you want to search by. Or how you specifically want to say what you're looking for. So I've pre-populated a little bit of data in my data.json. And so I've got a bunch of VTubers. And I've tagged them with some stuff. The idea is I should be able to say HoloLive, Ghetto, and then this should do something. Hopefully. Oh no, it didn't do anything. I've got a bug, guys. Alright, let's find out what happened. So. Let's go to you. Get. Handle is Jelly Hoshiyumi, doesn't matter. Handles is null, okay. Now, search tag is phase connect. Is that right? No, search tag should be HoloLive, so that's not right. Why did my search tag not get populated correctly? HoloLive is there. Gets populated here. Okay. Okay, so search tag is face connect. Good. HoloLive. Search tag is now face connect. Okay, well that's your problem. Current item. Current item is by company. Default tab. Oh, hello. I'm trying to learn how to code because I find it cool how computers work and stuff. And when I watched your recent video, I learned a lot from it. Thanks. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for watching it. I'm so glad you liked it. I'll be able to do an app walkthrough soon, and then I can tell you all about how this works. But I'm really happy you liked my video. That means a lot to me. And yeah, I think it's cool how computers work too. That's pretty much why I got into software development, actually. I think it's actually a miracle that these things work properly. Especially when my location doesn't get set properly. So the issue I have at the moment is I have to get this route, HoloLive, should be appearing in my current state location. But it's not. And what I don't want to do is I don't want to... So how long have you been learning how to code, Maddie? Is it Mati? You're from Indonesia? Niji Sanji. Search tag is null. Original string is HoloLive. HoloLive. So now you're HoloLive. You weren't HoloLive before. But your current state location. What if the current state location is different? Okay. Let's have a look at the current state location if I look at it over here on Navigator 2. I can explain this one. If this works, I can explain it. If it doesn't work, then I have to try again. Okay. So let's go to this. HoloLive. 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 We got it, boys. The exact correct thing. Idle. Beautiful. I love it. Okay. So what was happening there was actually something kind of interesting. So that bug was a construction initialization bug, otherwise known as RAII. RAII stands for Resource Acquisition is Initialization. And basically what it means is you should do everything in your constructor or pre-constructor. And you should pass your objects back fully formed, ready to go, let's do it. And with RAII, the issue is not everybody does it. And in C# you typically have a pipeline of initialization. So you'll have your pre-constructor, constructor, properties, post-constructor, base class. And this is something like how acquisition and initialization in C# works. And sometimes your object isn't fully inflated, and if you have a static nonsense like this, like your current state location, that won't be set in the constructor. It'll be set somewhere here. Probably in the base class. It'll be set in the base class, so it'll be set in content page. So what I have to do is, instead of doing my location munging in the constructor, I have to do it after the base class is definitely run. And that'll happen on navigated too, because this happens after construction. So there's a cute one for you. Let's see. I have face connect, HoloLive, yep. Okay. Well, if that's working, then I should be able to go HoloLive, get do. And search tag is HoloLive. And in my data, I've got Jelly Hoshigumi. Oh, good. I should have, Ceres Fauna should be in here. Ceres Fauna? And she is tagged with HoloLive, so she should come out. Handles. I've got Ceres Fauna and Ida Pochi. Nice. And then we should be able to do next. Let's just do a slow one. There's Ceres Fauna, there's Ida Pochi. Done. And phase connect. It's a little bit slow. Oh no, maybe it doesn't work. That's alright. Let's open you. Let's find out what's wrong with my data. Oh, cheeky space. Oh, shush. I think to minimize I do this. There we go. There we go. Alive, Ninja Sanji, Alive, Idle N, and Indie. Alright. Phase connect. Let's get Jelly, Libby, Urika, Pippa, Iori. Oh, we're here. We are here. HoloLive. Ceres Fauna, Pochi, Idolian, Pochi Wamaru. There we are. Ninja Sanji. Actually, Iori for some reason. Indy. Come on, Indy. Indy, no! Not quite, not quite, not quite. We're not quite there yet. Indy? Now, why did Aksha Iori appeared in Ninja Sanji for some reason? Oh, there we go. What's Rosemi's tag? Rosemi Lovelock. There we go. Meme driven. Where am I? Where am I? Why am I not there? Oh, that's so frustrating. Surely I should work. Yeah, indie. Oh, come on. Meme driven. Unless it doesn't work for me. Oh, come on, YouTube. Come on. That's a bit mean. Alright. Take two. Let's go. Jelly, I'm gonna remove your name from there, because... I will work out how to put a label there later. Ah, it's in the border. That's why. Maybe I should do search tag. Yeah, I'll do search tag there. Hello, welcome to the stream. I see the number going up and down, so I'm never sure how many people are currently watching. I'm almost at the point where I'm testing my software, so this is pretty exciting. You've come in an exciting bit. It's always good to come right at the end of these programming videos, because I'm just about to explain what the hell I just did. Search tag. So I want to get you on the screen, so I want to bind you. This is a binding, right? What do I do with binding? Dissolvable collection. I'll just bind it. Let's just bind it. Yeah, I think I just do text equals binding. Search tag. Easy. I am playing Visual Studio. I love Visual Studio, Nick. Good to meet you. Visual Studio is it's not the most fun game, but it is the most lucrative, because the virtual gold you get out of Visual Studio, you can buy bread with it. You can buy actual real bread with it, so it's always the most rewarding game to play for that reason. Alright, we got HoloLive, boys. We got HoloLive. Do we have Ninja Sanji? We got Ninja Sanji. Idlean. We got Idlean. Phase Connect. Delightful. We got the Phase Connect. Yep, yours there. No! Why doesn't indie work? Ah! What's wrong with it? Does meme driven just not work? I have to debug it. Damn it. Let's see. Okay. So, we're gonna go for it. Ghetto. This is the actual Visual Studio. I'll tell you the difference in just a sec. Meme driven, I am there. Do I not have any videos? Why don't I have any videos? Oh, is this not going to work for indie VTubers? Oh, this sucks. No. Yeah, I've got my e-tag. It knows who I am. What the hell? YouTube channel. Oh. Am I not a YouTube channel? What? I'm not a YouTube channel? What? I got back 2 items. Search result 1 was the YouTube search result. Yeah, that's my channel ID. Meme driven development. Yep. Oh, but the ID kind is YouTube channel. So what was mine? So the e-tag, YouTube search list response. Search list response? Lame. I'm not a search list response, I'm a channel. Okay, so if I get... The search list response was a... Search list response. New page tokens blah. Page info is there. Okay. ID. Yeah, so that's wrong. Okay. So what happens to the channel? What do I do with it? ID service list. ID service is the YouTube service, and I'm doing channels. List content details of the channel ID. That's the only reason I need it. What if I've got the items? Oh, is that 2? PID, YouTube video. Your YouTube video. What? But I saw me. What? Oh, the ancient power of the... Alright, this is Visual Studio. Nick, I'm gonna answer your question. This is Visual Studio. This is the full, ever since 1995, all guns blazing, battle stations activated operating system of how to develop software for the Windows operating system. It will do everything for you, except for and including your taxes. It'll manage your databases. It will... Man, the things this thing can do. It'll manage your database, it'll manage your website, it'll manage your ORM, it will do your CSS, it has plugins for every language you can imagine, including JavaScript, Ruby, TypeScript. I mean, TypeScript is JavaScript, but whatever. And anything it can't do, you can extend it to do. So you can go to the Visual Studio Marketplace with like a dickload of extensions. It's incredibly extensible text editor with full syntax highlighting and visual themes and all sorts of nonsense. And Visual Studio will also manage for you the frameworks that are installed on your operating system. So when you develop software, you'll be developing with a framework of some kind. C#.net, C++, and there's like a billion versions of MFC and ATL and whatever. Visual Studio has plugins to work with Unity. And yeah, like any software development task you want to do, you can do it in Visual Studio, because most software development is managing and organizing text files. So that's Visual Studio. A little while later, people said it really sucks that like all I'm doing is like a shitty little React app that's like a 2-page, it's like 2 pages on my website, and then it just like goes into like some other plugin. Why do I have to open all of Visual Studio and get all the power of Visual Studio just to manage my shitty little React app? And so what they came up with much later was VS Code. Both Visual Studio and VS Code are free. You can use both of them for free. Microsoft delivers the community edition of Visual Studio, which is what this is. And the community edition will do everything you want except for like manage your Azure tenant. So as long as you're not in Azure, you can use the community edition. Although I think you can do a bunch of Azure stuff with the community edition as well. So what's VS Code? Well, basically, it's a browser. That's the cynical response. It's a lightweight text editor with... it's feature-rich now, but it didn't always used to be feature-rich. It used to be pretty feature-light, which meant it'd boot really quickly and it'd be super fun and extensible. But it's basically Visual Studio without all the bells and whistles is Visual Code. And the idea is it's a lightweight text editor where you can just focus on what the actual code you're writing. It has syntax highlighting just like Visual Studio. You can open a folder with it, so you can manage your project as long as it's in your file structure. You can do full text search, and this is highly indexed, so this is like super quick. It's a bit redundant, you know, I'm searching for 𝐒𝐤𝐢𝐚𝐥, I've only got one file open, who cares? But this is really helpful if you've got like 1,000 files in your project, which is not uncommon. It's got source control, and it's got a shitty little debugger, but it's not a great debugger. I think this is the same debugger that VS uses, but it's like a pared down version, because I'm not sure how this actually attaches to the .exe file. Vim is lighter weight again, so VS Code, one of the cool things you can do, if I knew how to do it, integrated terminal. How to open terminal? Control-Shift-B. Term. I just want to open the terminal. No, I don't want to do that. Integrated terminal. Terminal, new terminal, or view terminal. 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 Oh yeah, VS Code is much more like Notepad++ than it's like Vim. But if I say VS Code's like Notepad++, that's actually like heresy for developers, because Notepad++ is actually an application that's programmed, whereas VS Code, I'm pretty sure, is just a browser window that looks like a text editor. Because I'm pretty sure this is Chromium. Or I have an inkling that like VS Code is Chromium, so this is like literally like a web browser, but it's all styled to look like a text editor, because that's just the easy way to do it. Whereas Notepad++ is probably ground up, written in C. All right, so what's Vim? Vim is different again to any of these text editors. These text editors are what you call, I guess you would call them WYSIWYG. So what you see is what you get. So in a WYSIWYG text editor, what you can do is you can click anywhere on the screen and you can start typing. Okay. Now you might not think this is amazing, but actually this is really amazing. And it's really amazing because when you think about how text is stored, you start to see that, like, what is a line? And how long does a line go for? Well, it goes until its carriage return. And it's like little questions like that sort of become important when you're writing a text editor. And what if... So the mouse is really powerful, right? Like the mouse is really powerful because it can go to any XY on the screen, and it can go to any coordinate, and you can click shit, and you can get a context menu for any coordinate that you're at. Okay? This is awesome. And the ability of the mouse to point at things and like indicate where the user wants to make gestures and do stuff is like really, really powerful. But what if you didn't have a mouse? Or more specifically, what if you wanted more commands than just the 2 buttons on your mouse? Now the way the mouse gets around this is like the left mouse button means point here. It sort of indicate where I want to point. This is my index finger, right? And on your right mouse button is every other thing you can do. But it kind of stinks that like, well, you're gonna have to right click and then have to go through this stupid menu to like find out what I want to do. Well, that sucks. Wouldn't it be more powerful if the text editor had keyboard commands? And so what you get to is this idea where, what if you could program without a mouse at all? And you could just use a keyboard. And so your right hand never actually leaves the keyboard. That's where you get Vim. So Vim stands for Vi Improved, and it is an entire text editor that runs basically without a mouse. And it runs without a mouse because back when it was developed, mice weren't that great. So there's no mouse, right? I can't do anything. So if I'm gonna do me some software development, so I'm gonna do include 𝐒𝐸𝐚𝐥. Gonna get rid of my cheeky little m. I'm gonna go int main. I'm still a C# developer, so I still have the gross bracketing style. Sorry, CDevs. So this is valid C code, I think. Probably is. Who knows? But the point is, like I didn't use the mouse to make any of this, and like I can't click around here in the terminal window in order to do anything. Like clicking the mouse actually does literally nothing, and that's because, oops. That's because it was in insert mode. So why is this useful? Well, this is one terminal. This is another terminal. Vim is the same on... It is a little cringe, but you know what? I'm cringe, so get stuffed. Vim is the same. The cool thing about Vim is the same on every command line you can possibly do. So if I do a command line in this window here, or I do a command line on my remote Linux box, or I do a command line inside of VS Code, Vim is the same no matter what. No matter where you go, Vim is always there. And that's really freaking useful. Because I'll tell you, there have been times in my career where I would have been absolutely bent over something you bend over. I would have been bent over the desk and destroyed. I would have been absolutely destroyed by the problems that I've solved with Vim. And the reason is just because I could use it. Because I had a server that was like, it was a server that was completely borked and I couldn't get FTP access. And so the only thing I could do to like redo the nginx configs to make sure the rewrite rules worked properly was I had like Vim in a prayer. So if I didn't know how to use Vim, I would have been completely and utterly buggered. There was like nothing I could do. And luckily, Vim works on every computer in existence. So yeah, that's why, like, that's kind of why they're cool, because just the fact that they're always there, it's just so comforting that I know I can always use Vim no matter what. I can do a tutorial on how to use Vim. Oh, fuck off. Yeah, oh, obviously quit. I can do a tutorial on how to use Vim, maybe like at a later date, but yeah, that's the short on what Vim is, and why you definitely want to use it. Or you definitely want to know, like, at least the basics of how to do text editing and like the ideas behind Vim. Because, yeah. Nick, one day in your life, I want you to think back. You sit back in your chair in your lucrative software development position. You think, wow, all those years ago I listened to that cat boy and I learned Vim, and thank fucking Christ I did. One time you tried to use Arch. Someone told you, okay, your first mistake was installing Arch. Use Debian, it's much easier. Bloody Arch, it's a waste of time. Alright, why isn't my channel appearing in my own application? I gotta solve this. So, why don't I get a search result from @meme-driven? Maybe my search is wrong. No, there I am. Yeah, that's me. All meme-driven development. Doing my C#. Oh, so essentially I got used to Visual Studio. So C# is... The disadvantage of Vim is that Vim is really bad at doing markup. So if you ever have anything that requires XAML or XML, Vim is awful. It is dog shit at doing XML. So typically, when I learned like UI desktop programming, I sort of switched over to Visual Studio and I just didn't look back. I sort of have Vim as like, it's in my toolbox of shit I can do, but it's not like a main tool that I use in my day-to-day driver. Also, if you find a Vim developer who uses Vim for doing XAML, please send me his details and let him know that I think Vim's dog shit, so that we can start a beef. No, because I legitimately want to know for my professional interest how to use Vim to do XAML. I think that'd be kind of cool. So the only question is, did I get that wrong? Bro, you wrote a command line calculator in Notepad using C++? That's awesome. Good on you. That's actually awesome. Did you get divide working? Oh, yeah, this is Face Connect. Nobody cares about Face Connect. Huh. All these phase girls, whatever. No, real VTubers, indie VTubers. I don't think it worked. Yeah, main driven. Alright. Didn't work. Nice, you got divide working. No, I did divide work properly. What's 5 divided by 2? Hello, Analog Kid, how are you? Divide doesn't work unless you can do 5 divide 2 properly. I am currently debugging my application in 𝐒𝐿𝐥 and trying to get it working. Wondering why my search result. Oh. You're a YouTube video. What are you? You're a YouTube video. How did I get 2 YouTube videos? Why is... So wait, it's in one snippet? Are you in one snippet? You're in one snippet as well. Hello. If I go items, one snippet. Alright. I'm gonna do what they call a pro gamer move, and I'm gonna do a dodgy. If. I knew a game dev in a Discord server. He showed me 𝐒𝐿𝐴𝐷𝐼𝐴 and I started learning C++, and that was one of the tasks. Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah, I should probably get a series of projects that for a junior dev to do. That might be a good idea, actually. Get you guys started. Oh, you're in the Discord, really? Nice. I approve going to meme-driven development Discord. Well, meme-driven gaming. All right, guys, you're distracting me. I've got to think. I've got to use my brain. It's awful. Okay, I want to go search response. Items 0. Search response. Zero. Snippet. Channel ID. What if I do that for now? Then I'll do that. Goes down to there. No, I won't do that. You're gonna do that. Then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. All right, guys, I solved the bug. Maybe mod for PS2 game Siphon Filter. He literally reverse engineered the game. Wait, it's covering. It's being covered by something. Oh, get lost. Oh, channel request IDs. No, why? List content details. List content details. Okay. I'm not quite out of the woods yet. How do I get past there then? Have I headed the channel Programmers are human too. Oh, really? Oh, I'll check it out. Programmers are human too. Nice. Thanks for the recommendation. I'm always looking for more content. There are some really good programmers on YouTube though. They like put me to shame so hard. I think string is null or empty. This code looks really ugly, but it's not going to stay this way. I'll figure it out in a bit. Get lost. Get lost, get lost, get lost. No, get lost, get lost, get lost. That's wrong. Whatever. You can't get in Discord server. Ah! We cannot have this. We cannot have this. A link. Ah, there you go. All right. Okay, what happened? Hello, welcome to the server. I can hear you coming in. I've got to do the streaming mode thing. Unfortunately, I am still a noob streamer. Video about Ross was pretty funny. Literally nothing about programming anymore. So jokes go over my head. Yeah, I understand. I have a really cool programming time lapse on Rust actually. I did it a couple years ago. Wait, what? Do you get? Channel ID is ECN. So this will be. So channel's null, so that's true. And that's not null or empty. So I want, if both are true, then return null. I have some cool emotes in the Discord server. Got tummy. There you go. I'm always looking for more emotes, by the way. So just ping me some cool images, and I'll turn them into emotes somehow. Nice, you're in. I can see you. I can see you. Alright, this is it. This is it. I'm gonna pass the if statement. Yes. Let's just find out what happens. Oh, I'm here. I'm here. It's done. All right. Guys, it's time. It's time for the application. I'm just going to demo the application. Actually, I won't demo the application. Yeah, I've used Rust. It's great. Alright, I'm going to stop talking for just a sec. I'm going to do a programming walkthrough of what the hell I just did for the last couple hours of my life. Alrighty. So, welcome to YouTube. I have a problem. My issue with YouTube is that the homepage sucks. The homepage is so terribly bad. So when I look at the homepage, I'm sitting here going, man, I really want to watch some cool videos, but like, what are all these things that are not VTubers? Wow, this is awful, because I'm a massive VTuber fan. And when I look at the top 10 videos, of course I'm there, I see, oh, well, there's one VTuber. There's my 𝐒𝐤𝐚𝐥, there's another VTuber. So out of the 9 videos that aren't me, there are only 4 of them that are VTubers. 𝐒𝐤𝐚𝐥. Almost forgot her. Now this is not ideal, because what I want is I want a homepage full of VTubers. But I also have other interests like jazz and piano and all sorts of other things. You have to forgive me, it is 3 in the morning. Alright, so one possible solution to this is the subscription feed here. And in the subscription feed, I have a patrician's taste in VTubers. However, there is a problem with the subscription feed in that if I want to see stuff that's upcoming, well, I actually have to go back and scroll down to where the VTuber decided to schedule. Like, this isn't... This tells me that in the future there will be a stream from 𝐒𝐚𝐥, but in order to find out there's a stream from 𝐒𝐚𝐥 coming up, I have to scroll down from the subscription feed. I have to scroll down past the shorts to get to my 𝐒𝐚𝐥 news. Well, this is no good either. So what I did was I said, I want to code my own YouTube homepage that works the way I want it to work. And that is exactly what I did. So before I show you what it does, I'll show you how it works. This is a .NET MAUI app. Now, I didn't do any of the scaffolding in the session, but essentially it's a scaffolded app. So in MAUI, you have a you'll be given Android, iOS, Mac, Catalyst, Tizen, whatever the hell that is. I think it's a TV, and Windows. Now, depending on what you want to do, so this is a multi-targeting platform. This is the successor to Xamarin. So when you want to start your application, you can say, do I want to target phone or do I want to target Windows? Now, for my purposes, I mostly just want to target Windows for now. I'm not really dealing with the Android-specific stuff, because there is some Android-specific stuff which is a little bit annoying to deal with. Now, I'm not going to go over too much of the scaffolded application, but essentially what happens in an application like this is you have 3 main things. So you have your, oops. You have your app. You have your app shell. And then you have your main window. And inside of that is the frame. But I don't have a frame because I have a 1-window application, so I don't need a frame. Now the app holds all of your basic data. It holds everything that gets dependency injected in. It holds like all of the metadata around your program, including the application name. The app shell hosts your navigation widgets and your navigation sort of bits and bobs. So your app shell will have like a set of tabs along the top that you can use to like click around bits of your application. It'll have flyouts, which are basically menus that fly out from the left-hand side. And it will also have other kinds of navigation. Again, 3 in the morning, apologies. And your main window this will be your render target. So this has everything that's visual inside of your application will be in your main window. Okay. So in the application, what we do is we read all text from some random file on my machine. That's the easiest way to get data into an application when you're just doing the MVP, as it were. This is the minimum viable product. In the app shell, well, so in the app shell, here's where we do the navigation. So for navigation, I will admit that I used a resource online to help me out. It is very important to always use resources, especially when you are not the smartest person in the room, make sure you go to the smartest person in the room. And in my case, the smartest person in the room was a Mr. James Montemagno. I owe this application to you. You are my brother. You helped me out in times of need. I will forever remember. I will forever remember you, sir. So, I had to set up some sort of navigation. So I wanted to say, well, okay, the way I want to organize my YouTube home screen is I want to say, give me all the VTubers from this company, or give me all the VTubers that are gamers, or give me all VTubers who are speak Japanese, or speak English, or speak Hebrew. So what I did was I organized my tab bar to say by company, primary language, and primary content. So as you can see the tab bar here, by company we have FaceConnect, Hololive, Digisanji, Idle. So this is all very obvious. All different titles, all different routes, just to navigate around the application. Primary language, English, Japanese, Indonesian. And primary content, gaming, variety, music, and art. And variety has a wrong capital. Now the way navigation works in 𝐒𝐚𝐥 is you have... So, going back here, each app will have an app shell. Each app shell will define its shell content. The shell content will be a page. So, the shell content, I have to say which page am I going to. Now, I've done something clever here, which is not very standard, but essentially, if I had shell content with a phase connect, I would typically need a phase connect.xaml here in order to connect them up, right? Because how do I know when I click on phase connect, how do I know to go to the phase connect XAML? Well, there's a thing called the phase connect XAML, and the routes here called phase connect. So all these things just sort of link up automatically, thanks to Microsoft. However, what I've done is I've done something a little bit clever, where in the code behind of this, so remember the app.xaml and the app.xaml.cs, these form the same class after compilation. So in the app XAML, I've said, okay, phase connect. And then the app XAML.cs, well, I've said, okay, the routing module, I want you to register the route phase connect to go to main page. So when you say phase connect, it reads main page. And that's how navigation basically works in 𝐒𝐚𝐥. Well, that's how, if you want a full in-depth guide to navigation, I recommend James Montemagno. But in the way that I've done it, that's how navigation in this application works. So now that I can navigate from my tab bar over to main page, well, I need to figure out what route I'm in, sort of. So what I did was I simply asked the current shell, because remember, the app will have an app shell. So I simply asked the shell, well, where am I? What is my current location? And there was a little bit of badness. So the location will come out as, for example, phase connect. So you have to remove the first double slashes. So when you navigate to it, well, let's get a search tag, and the search tag will be exactly the way I've set up the application. The search tag will be the route. Ah. Beautiful. Well, now that I have a main page that knows where it is, so I have basic navigation working in the application. The next thing to do is to populate my stuff. Now, I didn't do too much in terms of UI programming in this, but essentially what this is a thing. So whenever you're reading XAML, it's always best to collapse everything first and then read from the outside in. So this is my page. It's a content page. It's got some content in it. It links up to a main page view model. So there's my main page view model there. So somehow this XAML links up to this model. Okay. Now, what do I have in it? Well, it's a very simple page. All it has in it is a vertical stack layout. So it has a bunch of stuff stacked on top of each other. So a vertical stack layout starts at the top and goes down. Nice and easy. And when you add more children in, they'll get added underneath, basically. And the vertical stack layout has two things. It has a fetch button called getDo. And it has everything else is contained inside of this border. So the vertical stack layout has 2 items inside of it. The vertical stack layout is of course a container, containers being the only thing in XAML which can hold multiple things. And the grid, it merely has a, I believe, it has a flex layout of videos. And a video is quite simply a bunch of properties about the video. Now I won't go too much into the algorithm of how I actually get the video. But essentially, when you call get, we do fetch videos. So fetch videos is linked here. So the fetch button, getto, will link fetch videos here, which then goes to the view model, because remember, the main page view model is the data context. Goes to fetch videos, which goes to the fetch callback, which goes through here. And then we do... So essentially, the way I've done something sort of clever with the data structure, and I might go into that a bit later, but actually I'll go into it now. When else am I going to go into it? One should always explain one's code. So here's what I use as a data source for now. Eventually the user will be able to define this themselves, but it was sort of easy just for me to quickly mock something up. So this is my complete data source. Basically, every VTuber is associated with a search handle and a set of tags. 𝐒𝐤𝐚𝐥, English, Gamer. 𝐒𝐤𝐚𝐥, English, Gamer. 𝐒𝐤𝐚𝐥, English, Music, Chinese. Okay? So what I need to do is when I get a search tag, so I've gotten a search tag from the route, and what I need to do is I need to turn that search tag into a set of search handles. And the way I do that is I simply, well, I have all the handles in my data because I grabbed that out at application startup. Now that file, yeah. So that's all my app data, and I've shoved the app data into public static. Oh, dependency injectors, you all hate me. So I look through app data, and here's the important bit. Okay, so here's where I did stuff. So I've navigated to the page. I know what the search tag is because that came out of the route. Okay, so search tag, and I know what all the app data is because I defined that at the start of the application. So now I look through the app data because the app data is a list of VTubers, and for each VTuber's tags, I look, does it contain the search tag that I'm looking for? There's no fuzzy search, there's no fuzzy logic, none of that stuff. I just did it the simplest possible way. The reason this is really fast, by the way, is because my data set is small. If my data set was much larger, I would actually have to do something more clever than this. But for now, I could do the super naive algorithm. Because typically, in line of business application programming, the super simple algorithm is actually good enough. Frankly, you don't typically have to do anything specifically clever in line of business programming. You just have to get the data from one section of the application to another section of the application. What this will do is it'll populate a list of handles. So if I say 𝐒𝐤𝐚𝐥 as my search, then Jelly, Kaneko, Fujikura, and Pipkin Pippa will all appear in my 𝐒𝐤𝐚𝐥. Oh, and of course, Hakshika Iori will all appear in my 𝐒𝐤𝐚𝐥 search result. So once I have my set of handles, I simply run through an algorithm that I coded before this video called get videos by handle, and the short version is this function here calls the Google APIs to get all the videos to get 5 videos associated with that handle. So for each handle that I got back out of my first search result, I grab 5 videos each, and then for each of those videos, I add them to my videos collection. And so my videos collection, if I go over here, my videos collection, is there. And my videos collection is observable. My videos collection is observable, which means it's bound here. And my videos will magically appear on the screen, because that is how easy XAML is. As long as you do the bindings correctly, and as long as you set up your data context, anything that is observable here will automatically update here. And now, let's see it work. In before, it breaks, and I have to do a take two. I'm not doing a take two. I didn't do a take two last time, not doing it this time. Alright. Well, look, here we are in our new YouTube homepage. Get. We got Jelly. We got Lumi. We got Fujika Uruka. Pick and Pippa. Got Yori Haksheki. Hololive. Sarah Swarner. Pachimaru. Pachimaru Ida. Niji Sanji. There's Rosemi Lovelock. Out of the end. Pachi1 Maru. I haven't put any Protocori or Vidari in there, but Indie. Meme driven development. Alright. We're all here. And that is my code walkthrough for the current state of VTuber Organiser. Still to come is probably filling out the dataset, letting the user define their own data, and some other stuff. But you know what? I think it's time I went to bed. So do you guys have any questions? Reality is whatever I want it to be, Nick. That's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. That is going in the video. I don't have a VR headset yet, but I do kind of want to get one. Map error exists, but its method trait bounds were not satisfied. Oh. No, I'm not sure what no means. I'm sorry, NL kid. Okay. So I hope I can see you guys on for games later. Oh really? Well, what games do you have, NL kid? You must tell me of your games. I'm eager to know. Actually, I think one of the games I really want to try on VR is Beat Saber. I think Beat Saber looks like a lot of fun. And it's sort of... I really want to learn how to play the drums. It's one of the instruments I want to learn. Ooh, I know what I can do. Let me know if this doesn't work. I'll give you guys a preview. Everyone loves Kalimba. Ah. Oh no, everything's ruined forever. Why is everything so hard? Oh no, oh no. There we go. Da, 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 da. VR chat, yeah, VR chat looks really cool actually. There's a lot of VTubers in VR chat, I think. That's pretty interesting. All right, guys. Well, I have to work tomorrow, so I have to unfortunately do coding for a living, as well as doing it for fun. I hope you guys have a great night or a great day ahead of you, if it's super early where you are now. My ears are flopping because that's just my idle animation. It's just sort of what they do. They're very floppy things, these ears. Anyway, Nick and 𝐒𝐤𝐚�, I'll see you guys later. Come on for games. It should be really fun. I don't do official community nights yet, but like I'm super keen to play games with people. So. Es nicht. Es ist nicht. Well, mein Freund. Gute Nacht.